Hey, this will be a video on the oil sector, and what I'm going to use for this is the USO. Basically, it's just one of the many things you can use to track the sector. This is one where you can, play oil too, and I've actually doing that right now, and I'll explain a little bit what I mean. But it's been a while since I've gone over oil, so I want to get this back updated here, so just people can kind of have an idea of what's going on within the oil sector from the technical analysis, point of view. So right now we're experiencing somewhat of a bounce, and we're having a red day today. And I wanted to kind of talk about this chart more from basically the short term to medium term. And what I'm going to be using is basically this red line there, which is the 10-day simple moving average, and this greenish line here, which is the 20-day. And then we also have the 50-day. But like I said, medium term, short term, you should just really be worried about the 10-day or the 20-day. You can see both these are clearly pointing down. So that means the trend is down right now in the short term. The overall trend is up, as you can see by this orange line, which is a 200-day. Nice, strong trend to it. But today I actually went short, and why would I do that? Why would I want to go short the oil sector? Well, for the reason I just described, we are in a downtrend. We're experiencing some strength, so it's one of these things where when the overall context of the trend is down, that's when you kind of want to go short into the strength there. So that's what I did right up and around this area. Why did I do that? Well, I saw the 50-day simple moving average, the 20-day, and figured this would be a nice low risk, high reward area. Now, what do I mean by high risk, low reward? So I don't know. I went short right around this area. Set my stop loss up here a little bit above these moving averages. So this yellow box here, we'll let this represent my risk. This is how much risk I could have had. I could have lost this amount of money. But let's say we get another pullback, and let's say it either tests, the 200-day simple moving average, or maybe even comes down here and tests this low again. This would be my reward. So we'd have either a possibility of this being a reward, or maybe better yet, all the way down here. So as you can see, this box is much bigger than both of the, or is much smaller than both of these, showing that the risk is very minimal compared to the potential reward. So that is why I went short. This is definitely just a short-term, medium-term type move. It's not like I plan on going short here and holding for the next year. Nothing like that. Maybe just a few days, maybe a week. So this will be a real quick swing trade once again, but at the same time, it's not a day trade. Where I'm using the 5-minute chart or 1-minute chart. This is a short-term swing trade, so the day chart is my primary one that I'll be looking. So for the people that are wondering what are my thoughts on oil short term, well, I am bearish, and this is just the reason why, as I just explained. The moving averages are telling us we're in a downtrend still, so I think we'll hopefully at least pull back a little bit, and we'll see how far we do. But I think this will hopefully just be the start of it. If not, I have my stop losses set, and I'll just take a small little loss on it. But I like the way this is setting up here for another pullback. We'll see if that happens, but I am bearish on oil short term. So, but let's say, for example, I'm wrong and it keeps going up and gets above this 20-day simple moving average. Where is the next resistance level at? And really, it's kind of scary because I want oil prices to go down, but it's kind of almost clear sailing back up to this high again. There's not really any major resistance levels. If it breaks above here, do I think it's going to go straight up here? No. But from the charting point of view, in looking over here, you can see that there just really isn't anything that sticks out in terms of a glaring resistance level looking at you. So this is kind of our last little hope here to make sure the bears stay in control and keep the downtrend going with these two moving averages. So hopefully that'll be the case. I want cheap oil. I want to go to the gas pump and see those low prices, but we'll just have to kind of wait and see. So that's where we stand from the short-term perspective right now. I am bearish. Hopefully it'll go down. Like I said, my disclaimer: I am short oil, so don't try to think I'm influencing you to sell. If you're long, just make sure you honor your stop losses, and we'll see kind of who's going to make some money and who might lose a little bit. But as always, keep your stop losses tight. Make sure you got a good risk versus reward scenario, and you can't really go wrong. So if there are any other questions on the oil sector, please let me know, especially if you have more of a longer term chart perspective, since this one was definitely geared towards more of the short term swing trade perspective. I'd also encourage you to check out bullwarriorstocks.com. If you go there and subscribe to the free newsletter, you'll be sent a free ebook, and with your newsletter subscription, you'll get chart setups, trade ideas, educational pieces, all sorts of things from big boards down to penny stocks, and then to overall market things such as oil, the US dollar, gold, etc. So there's a good variety, something for everybody, and best part is it's all free, no strings attached. So I'd encourage you to sign up, give it a try, and just see what it's all about. So one more time, this was the United States oil sector, and we're using the USO to track it. Thanks for listening.